Welcome to Resonate, the music, mindset, and marketing podcast. I'm your host, Ross Ledbetter, and today we are discussing the most exciting part of your musical journey, recording and releasing your music. But before we begin, if you'd like to learn the 6 steps to becoming successful in 2025, then download the free Recording Artist Toolkit. It should be in the boxes below. But this week we're discussing how to record and release your music to launch your career. So let's dive in. Recording and releasing music is one of the most exciting steps in your musical journey. It's your chance to bring your ideas to life, share them with the world, and connect with your audience. Whether you're working with a professional producer or taking the DIY approach, this stage requires careful planning and creativity. So in this week's vlog, we'll cover how to produce high-quality music, how to decide between collaboration or going solo, how to establish a release schedule, and producing a promotional plan that gets your music noticed in today's new music industry. So here we go. Step 1, producing high-quality musical recordings. Your recordings reflect your artistry, so high-quality recordings matter. It's worth investing time and resources to ensure that your music sounds as polished and professional as possible. Here are some tips for high-quality recordings. Firstly, invest in equipment. If you're doing the DIY approach, you need to prioritize a good microphone, audio interface, and DAW, digital audio workstation. Remember that acoustics matter. Record in a quiet, acoustically treated space to minimize any background noise. And lastly, edit and mix carefully. Learn some of the basic editing skills, or if you have the budget, hire a professional to make your tracks shine. That takes us on to step 2, collaboration or DIY, deciding on your approach. Now, there's no easy answer to this, and there's no right or wrong way to create music either. It's just about which one works best for you. And this will depend on your own knowledge, experience, and also your own budget. I'll take you through a couple of reasons why collaborating with a producer is a good idea. Producers often bring expertise, experience, fresh ideas, and a professional touch to the recording process. It's important to choose someone who understands your own style and genre and can also help you to refine your sound and improve your storytelling. Some of the benefits also involves a faster turnaround, better quality recording, and any access or networking opportunities with the industry. But for some people, collaborating with a producer is not the way they want to go. They prefer to take the DIY route. So here's some things to think about. The DIY approach is perfect for more budget-conscious artists or those who love to have full creative control over their music. If you are going to do this, you need to learn the basics of recording, mixing and mastering. You can do this through online courses or YouTube tutorials. And some of the benefits of taking the DIY approach is lower costs, because obviously you're not hiring a producer, and also complete autonomy. So you are in full control of the sound and the process, with a possible ability to experiment. As I say, there's no right or wrong answer. For some artists, they will want to collaborate with producers, and others will want to take the DIY approach, especially in the early days of a career. But have a think about your knowledge, your expertise, how much time you have, and ultimately what your budget is as to which approach is right for you. Once you have recorded your music, we're on to step 3, establishing a release schedule. Consistency is key whenever you're building a music career, and a well thought out release schedule will keep your audience engaged and excited about your next release. Here are some tips then for planning your next release. Number 1, set realistic goals. If you're releasing singles, you want to do this, I would suggest, every 6 to 8 weeks. An EP can be released every 6 months, or a full album on an annual basis. Number 2, you might want to align your releases with key dates. Consider holiday times or seasons or events that align with your music and your musical storytelling themes. A Christmas release, for example, can really pay dividends in the future. And thirdly, build a timeline. One of the big mistakes I see from recording artists is never giving enough time to the release of the music. My advice is to start planning at least 3 to 6 months in advance of a major release. And you should include production, distribution, and promotional phases. And finally, step 4, develop a promotional plan. Releasing music is just the first step. It's promoting it that will ensure that the work reaches the right audience. So here are some tips for an effective promotion. Create a buzz. Announce your release date early on through social media. Share teasers of the work and build anticipation with countdowns. Secondly, leverage social media. So use platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to connect with your fans and showcase behind the scenes content, lyric videos, and official music videos. Pitch to playlists. Submit your tracks to Spotify well in advance of the release date, and also approaching radio stations, local or national, and any other blogs or video podcasts to maximize exposure. And finally, plan a launch event, whether it's a live show in a local music venue or a virtual listening party on social media. It's important to celebrate your release with your fans. So in conclusion then, recording and releasing music is a thrilling but often demanding process. By focusing on producing high quality tracks, deciding on the best approach for your own goals, setting a release schedule, and promoting strategically, you will maximize the impact of your next release and grow your music career to the next level. So I'd love to hear from you. Are you ready to record and release your music? Will you be collaborating with a producer or taking the DIY approach? Do you have a release schedule in place and also a plan for any promotions? And remember, if you need help with your next music release or taking your career to the next level, then get in touch with us here at Trevan Music and book in a free one-to-one discovery call. And remember, you can also download the Recording Artist Toolkit to learn the 6 steps to becoming successful in 2025 and complete the 7-day Recording Artist Challenge. I hope you found this podcast helpful. You can help me by clicking the bell notification and hitting the red subscribe button, and that way you'll be the first to know when we upload the next music video. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for listening.